document how the practice of human sacrifice has been propagated to the present day through the mystery religions. There are groups and institutions today which have preserved and continue to promote the teachings and practices of the ancient mystery religions. Unfortunately, there are many such organizations and secret societies that still exist today. They continue to teach the core doctrines and practices of the ancient mystery religions. I will provide you with a good overview of the major groups and the founders and leaders of these groups. Finally, I will introduce you to someone who is involved with several of these groups before accepting Jesus Christ as his Lord and Savior. Witchcraft is one of the world's oldest religions. Those who practice witchcraft as a religion today worship the goddess Diana of the pagan mysteries as the queen of the witches. One of the significant figures responsible for laying the foundation for the modern witchcraft revival was British witch George Pickingill. Pickingill lived in England from 1816 to 1907. He was the leader of 9 witchcraft covens that were known for expressing very strong opinions against Christianity. Later, a British witch named Alex Saunders became the founder of the Alexandrian school of witchcraft. He became known as the King of the Witches. Saunders was initiated into witchcraft by his grandmother in a sexual rite. The man who is most responsible for the modern witchcraft revival is Gerald Gardner. Gerald Gardner, shown in this photograph, is the founder of what is known as the Gardnerian school of witchcraft. Gardner was a sadomasochist who used heavy scourging and had as his great rite sexual intercourse between the high priest and high priestess while the rest of the coven watched. The Rosicrucians are an occult organization that traced their origins to Christian Rosenkreuz, a man who died 1 year after the 1484 birth of Martin Luther. Rosicrucian doctrine is a strange mix of teachings from different pagan religions blended with an assortment of occult practices. Elias Asimov was one of the trailblazers of Rosicrucian thought in the 17th century. In the 19th century, Rosicrucian Eliphas Levi, shown in this photograph, drew the famous drawing of the Baphomet. Levi's drawing of Baphomet is shown here. It has become a favorite icon of witches and Satanists. In this country, Dr. R. Swinburne Clymer founded a Rosicrucian society in Quakertown, Pennsylvania in 1908. Although Clymer died in 1966 at the age of 87, the Rosicrucian Society in Quakertown still exists today. This article appeared in the Philadelphia Inquirer on August 20th, 1990. The article states that the Rosicrucians were so secret that few residents of East Rock Hill Township knew the Rosicrucian campus was there and had been there for almost 90 years. The newspaper article correctly reported that Rosicrucians believe in reincarnation, and they believe that one day Dr. Clymer will return in a different body to resume his work at the Rosicrucian campus. The Rosicrucian Society claims that it is a fraternity, not a religion. They believe that once people become aware of the divinity within themselves, they can begin to control the forces of the universe. Members of the Rosicrucian order are allowed to belong to mainstream churches, and in fact, they have infiltrated many churches, passing themselves off as Christians. In the 19th century, the Theosophical Society was founded in New York by Colonel Henry S. Alcott, William Q. Judge, and the woman that was to become known as the mother of the New Age movement, Helena Petrovna Blavatsky. After her death, the mantle of Theosophy passed to a woman named Annie Bessant. She led the Theosophical Society with the help of Charles Leadbeater. Today, the New Age teachings of the Theosophical Society are leading the way toward the formation of a one-world government and a one-world religion. They are teaching their followers to wait for the impending arrival of their world savior, Lord Maitreya. Late in the 19th century in England, one of the most influential occult groups of all time was formed. It was known as the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. The order was founded by three men: Dr. Woodman, Wynne Westcott, and S.L. McGregor Mathers. Woodman, Westcott, and Mathers all were accomplished occult evangelists. Mathers and Westcott were prolific writers as well. Mathers translated into English two of what are considered the most potent books of magical rituals. Mathers is the man who taught the principles of ritual magic to Aleister Crowley. Aleister Crowley is shown here. Another member of the Golden Dawn who contributed to the flood of occult literature which it produced was Arthur Edward Waite. Waite is shown in this photograph. Waite authored many books, including the Book of Black Magic. The Book of Black Magic contains 4 pages of instructions to conjure Emperor Lucifer, Prince of Rebellious Spirits. Waite also wrote a book titled The Holy Kabbalah, in which he plumbed the depths of hidden meaning contained in the Kabbalah. The Kabbalah is a book of occult Judaism, Hebrew witchcraft, if you will. The very term Kabbalah was enough to strike fear into the heart of an Orthodox Jew. Waite is considered by occultists to be one of the greatest students of the Kabbalah. The late 19th century also saw the founding of the OTO, or Ordo Templar Orientis. The OTO was founded by Karl Kellner and Theodore Roos. The OTO is known for the practice of sexual magic as revealed in the writings of their famous leader, Aleister Crowley. Crowley deserves to be called the father of modern Satanism. He laid the foundation for the doctrines of the Church of Satan in his writings. While he was the head of the OTO, he positioned them as the elite of the occult world. I've given you a good overview of the major groups which promote the teachings of the ancient mystery religions, with one notable exception. That organization is the largest, most powerful, and influential of the occult groups which exist today. I know that this may sound hard to believe at first, but that organization had more than one of our presidents as members. Before I identify the largest group promoting the mystery religions today, I want to review the other organizations because they all have something in common. I explained that the major leaders of witchcraft were George Pickingill, Alex Saunders, and Gerald Gardner. Eliphas Levi and Elias Asmol and Dr. R. Swinburne Clymer were leaders in Rosicrucianism. The leaders of the Theosophical Society were Colonel Henry S. Alcott, William Q. Judge, Helena Petrovna Blavatsky, Annie Bessant, and Charles Leadbeater. The founders of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn were Dr. Woodman, Wynne Westcott, and S.L. McGregor Mathers. Aleister Crowley and Arthur Edward Waite were also key players in the Golden Dawn. The OTO, or Ordo Templar Orientis, was founded by Karl Kellner and Theodore Roos. Aleister Crowley was also a key player in the OTO. Now, what is it that all of these occult leaders have in common? Well,